We had just gotten the Curtis from a training mission, and we're taking a look at the part shop. We've got the Ransetsu RF, a burst rifle. Not my style. We've got the handgun. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Handgun, surprisingly solid. And we've got the DFBA-06 Zwanji bazooka. Bazookas are pretty good, I'm sure. I might use one later, but not this one. Let's see. For any weapons that we received a right hand of, we can also get for the left hand, but that does, for the time being, mean sacrificing our sword, which I generally don't think is worth it. We could get ourselves some dual missiles. I'm not really a big fan of dual missiles. If you're running a build that is primarily missiles, then absolutely run a set of dual missiles and vertical missiles together, just to make sure your opponent is dealing with attacks from as many directions as possible. We could get that pulse shield, but again, we're not going to be using any shields. What I will get is another copy of our existing missile launcher. Got some other parts we could pick up, some heads. So this is the big stat screen that tells you what parts actually do. Heads, really, they're just a source of defense and AP. Your scan distance and scan effect duration are also coming from your head part. But that doesn't matter except for in a few missions. We're just going to stick with the Finder Eye for now, the default headpiece. Some cores. The starter cores, I like almost none of them. We're probably going to gravitate towards Maylander parts at first. Maylander is very reminiscent of the parts of the very first armored core we ever use in the franchise. It's a good core, but too expensive for our taste right now. We've got some pretty good arms, all told. BP-46S are pretty solid. A big part of arms is the firearm specialization versus melee specialization. We're going to be gravitating towards arms that have a pretty balanced firearm and melee specialization, just because that's my personal preference. But that's one of the things that if you don't open the expanded stats menu, you're just not going to see. Both the specialization stats affect how effective you are at landing hits, I believe. We can double check that. Target tracking performance. Oh, melee specialization is straight up greater attack power. That's interesting. None of these parts are good melee arms, though. We will be picking up the Maylander arms right now, just because I really like them. Got some more legs. All of these are bipedal legs. The big things to worry about with legs are jump distance and jump height. Bipedal legs mostly have really bad ones. The Noctrier has a really good jump height and distance. Reverse joint legs are in this game. The Noctrier are technically not reverse joint legs for some reason. I don't know. Got some more boosters. The P04. So boosters have a lot going on. First off, you've got your thrust and your upward thrust. These are just how good your booster is at. Thrust is how quickly you can move while you're in boost mode, which is any time that you're just like sliding around on the ground. Upward thrust is how fast your boosters accelerate you upwards, and upward energy consumption is how efficient you are at using upward thrust. Quick boost thrust is your like little side hop kind of boosts, generally used for evasion. High quick boost thrust means you're going to go farther and you're going to go that distance quicker. Then you've got jet duration for quick boost, energy consumption, reload time, and ideal weight. That reload time is particularly important because that's how frequently you can quick boost. We've also got assault boost thrust and assault boost energy consumption, which affects how quickly your assault boost moves and how much energy it uses. And also we've got melee attack thrust, which affects how quickly your AC can thrust in on enemies when using melee attacks. There are some boosters that are specialized in just melee attack thrust. It's a valuable stat to have, especially for early game melee weapons. If you want to get in and keep up with enemies that are very dodgy, you absolutely need high melee attack thrust for a while. Our fire control system. This fire control system is just straight up better, to the degree that we're just going to buy this. Your fire control system affects how quickly you lock on at different ranges, how quickly your missiles lock on, and how quickly you are able to establish multi-lock. It's very important for your AC's accuracy. You should definitely change it. And we can't afford a new booster. We can't afford a new generator at this point, but we definitely want to prioritize getting a better generator. Generators affect a bunch of things. Generators affect your energy capacity, which is how much energy you get in your boost bar, more or less. Your energy recharge rate, which is how quickly your energy recharges once you are touching the ground. Your supply recovery, which I believe is... it's a good question. What's the difference between these two? After interruption of energy supply, after fully depleted. Okay, so supply recovery is how quickly your booster recovers from being depleted, and then post recovery energy supply is how much energy you get immediately after your energy supply is done being depleted. And then energy firearm specialization, just greater attack power, reduced charging time for energy weapons. Let's go ahead and put our Curtis on our second missile pack. Mainlander, better FCS. We don't have any expansions yet. Couldn't even get any if we wanted yet. We do have that Ludlow that we could sell. That wouldn't get us enough money to do anything with. Alright. Onwards to grid 135 cleanup.
Got a job for you, 621. It's an open call from the Arquebus Group, one of the extraplanetary corporate forces.
To all independent mercenaries, this request comes from Schneider of the Arquebus Group. The operation will take place in grid 135, Southern Belius. Your objective is to destroy an MT squad sent by Dafeng, a Balaam company, and a competitor. Grid 135 is a key foothold in Arquebus's efforts to conduct a coral survey in the contaminated city. You, the independent mercenaries, are the key to maintaining our lead in the coral survey race. The Arquebus Group looks forward to news of your success. Briefing over, and happy hunting.
Alright, let's mop up some MT squads. This mission is maybe...
You've got ID. Now you need a rep. Get their attention, 621.
This mission is maybe the most Armored Core 1-esque mission in the entire game. There's very much a just show up in a room and there's some guys in it. That's it.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Wipe out the Dafeng MT squad.
Dafeng is actually one of the companies we could buy weapons from. I believe I prefer their generators over.
Attack! What I see? Looks like the Archibus group hired some muscle. An independent mercenary, huh? At least they didn't send the Vespers. Intercepting!
They're just mass-produced MTs. Wipe them out, 621.
This AC pilot's sharp.
Focus your fire! That merc's tearing through us. Damn it, Archibus really scored this time.
Only a few targets left. Wait. I'm picking up new enemy signatures. Looks like reinforcements. Eliminate them.
And we're done here.
The enemy MT squad has been eliminated. That's it for this job, 621. Return to base.
One new message.
Registration number RB23. Call sign, Raven. Your records have been updated. You have also been granted access to participate in the log hunt program. We kindly request that you submit combat logs after destroying designated craft. Allmind will reward you with parts based on the number of submissions you provide.
See if we can do any more updating on this AC. That booster's not really going to matter one way or the other. We can almost afford that generator. Yeah, let's go ahead and sell the Ludlow. You can sell parts for full purchase price in this game, so there's no reason not to, so long as you don't think you'll be using the part again anytime soon. Sells a better generator. That said, you can't sell starter parts, so oops. All right, destroy the transport helicopters.
Got a job for you, 621. The Balaam Group sent a request.
Raven, this request comes from Dafeng, one of our affiliates. The group has committed to use of military force to handle the Rubicon Liberation Front. Target for this mission is a squad of transport choppers. Destroy them. You'll encounter guerrilla resistance from Baus mass-produced MTs. They're no great concern. You performed adequately in your last sortie, Raven. This did not go unnoticed. We will be watching with interest to see what you bring to the team.
Now they're asking for you by name. Keep building your rep.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Destroy the Rubicon Liberation Front transport choppers.
We're under attack. It's a corporate merc. Intercept. Keep them off the supply.
So this is indeed our first mission with a log defined.
Confirmed. Transport chopper down. Keep at it, 621.
And we'll be grabbing it. I might not reliably get every log, but I'll try to get the ones I remember.
There, take it out.
Hostile AC! Defend our supply!
Whoops.
Our comrades on the Strider can't
Not
wait
the
any
MT I
longer.
wanted to target. Oh well. It happens sometimes.
Damn, this corporation.
Confirmed. Target destroyed. On to the next targets.
Up ahead, we're going to see our first tetrapod MT, which is the log hunt target.
It's here. Fight back.
We're no match for an AC.
Have no fear. The coral is with us.
Looks like they've got a Baus tetrapod. It's a cut above the other MTs. Ignore it and focus on the mission.
We're not going to be ignoring it.
AP at 50%. 2 repair.
This
kits
tetrapod
remaining.
AC, tetrapod MT is no joke.
What? ATS overload?
Enemy ACS down. Make it count.
This can't be. Who are you?
We're Raven,
Got the tetrapod, huh? You're unnatural at this, 621.
and don't ask any questions about it.
Right shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Looks like you got them all. That's it for this job, 621. Return to base.
One new message.
I see you're back, 621. The Corps see the Liberation Front as a hindrance to expanding their coral survey. But to the Rubiconians, your actions are only helping the Corps with their invasion. It's just a job, 621. All of it.
Walter has a very mercenary opinion of everything happening on Rubicon. Time to destroy the tester AC.
Got a job for you, 621. It's an open call from the Arquebus Group.
To all independent mercenaries, this request comes from Schneider of the Arquebus Group. Dafeng, one of our adversaries allied with Balaam, has introduced a new tester AC. It's a sample model from an external architect, featuring extensive assembly optimizations. In the hands of an experienced pilot, it will pose a threat far too great to ignore. This brings me to the request. Intercept delivery of the tester AC and destroy it. The Arquebus Group looks forward to news of your success. Briefing over, and happy hunting.
The target may be a product sample, but it's still an AC. Stay sharp, 621.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. We've got a read on the target. Now's the time, 621.
We're under attack! Must be the locals. No, it's an independent.
That pilot's just a trainee on delivery duty, but don't let your guard down.
I'll deal with the merc. I've been training for this. I'm keeping up with the real merc. My training is paying off.
His AC has reached breaking point. Go for a direct hit.
Damn it! I can't die like this! Red guns need this AC. I can't fail this mission.
AP at 30%.
Oh, he's down.
I just wanted to call sign of real.
Enemy AC destroyed. That's it for this job, 621. Return to base.
We're good people. He was corporate scum. Don't worry about it.
Well, Handler Walter. The way your hound's been up in my business, I'm surprised you'd even dare to call. Michigan, about my proposal. Yeah, you sure about that? I'll be working your hound just as hard as any other red gun. Gen 4s can be emotionally withdrawn. They need a shot in the arm every now and then. Then you got a deal. I'll send Volta and Iguazu. They'll give your latest hound a proper red gun welcome.
One new message.
About the tester AC you downed. That was being shipped to the Red Guns, Balaam's in-house AC squad. They're Balaam's main force, and its members are no amateurs. Remember who you're messing with.